So you want to learn how to calculate pips on gold. Let me show you how to do that in a very simple way, and after that I'll show you the reason behind those simple ways that you can do that. Of course, calculating pips on gold is not exactly the same as how you calculate pips on other forex currency pairs, example Euro USD, GBPUSD. No, calculating pips on gold is slightly different from that one. So let me show you exactly how to do this in a very simple way, and also show you the reason behind it. So let's go straight to my PC and let's do that quickly. So the basic understanding that I want you to get is that pip calculation is just the difference between two price points. Let's say a price move from point A to point B. The difference between this point A to point B is your pip, right? That's your pip. Okay, so when it comes to calculating pips on gold, and of course I'm using TradingView for now, I'll show you exactly how to do that on MetaTrader 5 as well, but let's use TradingView for the first example. So I'm going to use my long position tool over here. So let's assume I'm entering a price point over here. Okay, so using this TradingView long position tool, you will see at the down over here we have something like stop, and we have 6.89. then at the top over here we have target 16.48. now this value that you've seen over here, like 16.48, is equivalent to 164.8 pips. That is what you need to know. All right, and when you come to the down over here, the stop loss, which we have 6.89, it's equivalent to 68.9 pip. All right, that is what you need to know. So in this case, you are risking 68.9 pips to gain 164.8 pips. That is the basic way for you to get to know the pips using this long and position tool on the TradingView. Let's assume you want to go short. Let's use the shorts tool over here. So the assumption over here is we are taking a short trade over here. So our stop loss in this case is 6.11. that's the value over there, and our target is 11.06. so in this case, if I may ask you, what do you think is going to be the pip for this stop loss? How many pips are you risking? I want to give you 3 seconds. Leave the answer in the comment section and let's proceed. 1, 2, 3. So the answer over here is 61 pips. You are risking 61 pips. So when you come to the target, you have 11.06 over here. What do you think is going to be the pip over there? Also leave the answer in the comment section. Let's go. 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. All right, so the answer over here is 110 pips. Okay, so that's a basic way for you to get to know how to calculate these pips using the TradingView long and short position tool. Now let me take you to my MT5 platform and let me show you something over here. So this is gold on a 1 hour time frame. Let me take you to 15-minute time frame as well over here. Now over here, let's assume you want to enter a trade. Okay, I'm going to use this arrow tool over here, this particular tool. That's what I'm going to use, right? So let's assume you want to enter a trade from, let's say, this angle, this region, to this side. Yeah, so let me use this particular arrow. All right, this particular arrow, I'm going to use it to start from where I am entering the trade. So I'm entering the trade from here and I am raising it to this level. Now if you look at this, the value between the value which is 1725 over there, okay, you just have to divide that value by 10 and you are going to get your pip, whatever value you get from dividing that particular 1725 by 10, that is going to be your pip. So let's just do that quick calculation over here. So when you divide 1725 by 10, you are going to get 172.5. So that 172.5 is your pip. All right, that is your pip you are going to get over there, and I believe this is pretty much understandable, right? So that is it. All right, that is it. You can just use this particular tool to get to know your pips for gold. Now I told you that I'll explain to you the reason behind this gold pip calculation. Now, you know, unlike other currency pairs where we have values like 1.00235, like we have currency pairs quoted this way. We have like 5 decimal places, but in a currency pairs we calculate the pips from the fourth decimal place, which is in this case the 3. The first one is 0, the second one is 0, the third one is 2, the fourth one is 3, the fifth one is 5. But then we are calculating our pip value from the fourth decimal places. That is generally for all currency pairs, but gold is different. The value of gold, if you can see from here, it's quoted up to 2 decimal places. It's not even up to 3 decimal places. It's quoted up to 2 decimal places. For instance, we have 3,342.67. all right, we have that value over there. Now let me just push this away. So let's assume you want to use this gold calculation. We have 3342.67. then we also have another value of gold over there as 3339.50. So if you want to calculate the pips of this, what you have to do over here is to subtract this 3339.50 from the top one, which is the 3342.67. Whatever value you get is going to be your pip that you are looking for. But there is one thing you have to know, so please pay attention to this, right? Pay attention to this. So unlike the currency pairs that we start calculating the pips from the fourth decimal place, when it comes to gold, we start calculating the pips from the first decimal place. So if you do the subtraction over here, you're going to get something like 6. You subtract 5 from it, you're going to have 1. So that one there is 1 pip, right? So when you come to the remaining side, this side, you want to do the subtraction over here as well. You can subtract 9 from 2, so you definitely have to do some basic mathematics by borrowing some value from here and putting on the 2 to make it 12. So when you do the subtraction over here, you are going to get 3. That's the value you're going to get. So in total, you're going to have 31 pips. Okay, that's if you subtract this from this, you are going to get 31 pips. So that's going to be your pip if you subtract this from, if you do the simple math by subtracting the down value from the top one over here, you are going to get 31 pips. So yeah, you could say we've not even touched the 7 over here because that's in the second decimal place and we literally do not deal with it as such, right? That value is actually a pipette. Pipette is different from a pip. Okay, all right, pipette is just like the smallest unit of pip. All right, I hope you've understood what I'm trying to communicate to you now. And if there's any question, you can feel free to leave it in the comment section. I'll gladly read through, and if there's anything I can do to help you, I'll gladly do that. But yes, if you don't have the time to be calculating like what I've shown you right now, doing the subtraction and stuff like that, you can just basically use this. You have a stop loss over here. Remember, on a trading view, you are multiplying this value by 10. Okay, these 6 points, the stop loss value and your target value, you just multiply the numbers over here by 10 and you are going to get your pip. Okay, you're going to get your pip. That's if you are using the first number over here. But if you want to use this number over here and the second one over here, you definitely have to divide by 10. Okay, just like this one over here too. If you want to use this one, you have to divide by 10. But if you're using the first one, which I mostly use, you just have to multiply by 10. Okay, yeah, so basically that is it, and I hope you've learned something from this video. If there's anything that you wish to learn or you wish to let me illustrate to you, feel free, let me know in the comment section and I'll gladly do that. Right, I'll see you in the next video. Bless up.